All right, it's still a little bit cold where I live in Central Illinois, so we're hoping that we're going to be able to keep warm by lighting up this garbage fire on your screen. So for people that aren't familiar, in addition to playing viewer submitted deck list card for card to start and then editing and giving them feedback on them, this deck was a build around submission. So if you donate $25 or more, you can submit just an idea or a card or subset of cards, and I'll do my best to try and build something competitive around that idea. This submission was, hey, can you build a deck full of Planeswalkers? And Jeskai gave me the most unique Planeswalkers we could play. So we've got 3 of the Planeswalkers that I really like. We've got a couple of all the other ones and some fun ofs in here as well. So we've got Jeskai Planeswalker controls. So let's do it. Let's jump on in here. Why Skarrgan over Niv? I have Skarrgan over Niv because it comes down a little bit sooner, and because this deck has so many Planeswalkers in it, we don't actually have that many instant sorceries to trigger Niv with. Yeah, I think Oath of Teferi is just not very good. I'd rather just, like, have another bomb, rather than, like, Oath of Teferi is, like, a bomb that requires you to have another bomb in play, which is awkward. Gosh, doesn't this deck just look excellent already, chat? Can we all appreciate what's going on here? Sure. Sure, use the Spell Pierce. You use that Spell Pierce, opponent. Absent control is sweet. I was pretty impressed with what we had. Anyone is welcome to submit a deck to be played on stream. You can find the details on how to submit a deck here on my website. There's a form that you fill out if you have an idea or a specific deck that you'd like to see played. I usually respond to people once a day on there after I'm done streaming. The day's not gonna be it for a hot second though, because I am gonna be streaming long today. Planning to do like 9 or 10 hours. 11, 12, I'll see. We'll see till we pass out. Stupid sexy Jace. You make those tutus, you stupid sexy Jace. Xerg, thank you for the very generous tier 3 upgrade there. Remember, tier 3 subs can add a new deck every single month as well. So if you'd like to add something, just submit the form. Or if there's something already in the queue you'd like to bump up, I'd be happy to do that as well. Yeah, I think the Land Destruction deck will happen next stream. Someone bumped it 2k points, which is pretty high. Poor Jace. We're actually in kind of an okay spot, right? Because, like, it looks like they're playing blue-red Drakes, which means this Lava Coil is going to be pretty good. I've got a little bit of pressure. I've got Planeswalkers. I've got removal. What do I get for 100 timeouts? Pride and joy. All right. I can't give out t-shirts for timeout awards because then I'd have to own a lot of t-shirts. A lot of people would work towards that. So I'm going to play this untapped land before I play Sarkhan here because I don't want him to get spell pierced. Oh, you know what? I should probably leave a white mana up in case I draw the, what's that card called? It's something or other. The, deal damage or something equal to its power. Justice Strike, yeah, that's the one. Or be Quenched, sure, yeah, that's true. Quench is a card they sometimes play. Wow, they actually just have 8 instants and sorceries in here, and this is about to be a 5/5. Yikes. Oh, look at the Drake's power. That's a good mental shortcut. Look at the Drake's power is a good mental shortcut. The choices we make reveal who we are.
Told me I should do this.
Sure. Blame Bolas. And if they protect this, I can then Lava Coil the Terramander. Rats, they didn't take the bait, Chip. That's so sad. So very sad. I like that they went back to their turn without adapting, because by going back to their turn, this way if I like shock it in response, they could adapt it again in response. Oh, let's sit down for a second, shall we? Enjoy the ride, chat. So I assume Sarkhan is dead here. We're actually not in that bad of a spot. This doesn't trample, and I'm going to have 7 lands next turn. So I'm going to be able to down-tick Karn, grab Tezzeret, and start pumping out flying blockers. And I have a Lava Coil to kill this Drake. So, like, we're actually, like, pretty reasonable at the moment. Hey, Kaz, thanks for doling out the sub gifties. I appreciate that. Hope you're having a good Friday wherever you're at. A good start to your weekend. Alright, I think I'm gonna go ahead and bin extra Sarkhan. Clarion, my wayward son. This card is bad in this matchup. Boo doo 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 doo. Doo 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 doo. More Drakes, eh? Alright, they didn't take that bait. Alright, so hoping to draw a land here. That'll do, pig! That'll do! Do 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 do. Thunk thunk thunk. Hey, Dapper Man, thanks for the brand new Prime support. There's a lot of great people you can chip those Bezo bucks to every single month here on Twitch. Thanks for sending them my way. The thick plottins. Alright, this Sarkhan ult means we're done here, right?
Your end has arrived.
The time has come.
This will keep an eye on.
Pretty successful first game for the old friends. Is it worth showing Tef? Yeah. Yeah, why you want me to not invite Teferi to the party? That's just rude. Teferi's here and he's ready to jam. Oh, it's always, I find it really therapeutic hearing things thunk into my opponent. You're just like, this is the slow burn. Got a couple of Lyras, got a couple of Excellence bindings, got an extra Justice Strike. I realized double Clarion there was okay, but this card is not fantastic in this matchup for sure. Probably don't mind trimming a Negate. Wonder if Cleansing Nova is worth bringing in. Maybe 2 is fine. I'm bringing in Lyra Dawnbringer 2, so I don't want to go too big up. Not having a 4th Lava Coil in my 75 is probably a mistake. That's something I should probably rectify after this. That card's real good. Let's do this. Let's get an extra Lava Coil in after the match. Hey, Minath, thank you very much for the brand new Prime support. I appreciate that. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thanks for keeping me employed here. Vanguard is in the side for the control mirror. For non-black control decks. Which 3 might be excessive. That might be what I trim for a Lava Coil. What's going on, Blind Wind? Happy Friday. This was a build around for a Super Friends deck. All of Magic is about luck. Game's got a lot of variance in it. That's what makes it fun. Magic, trust me when I tell you that Magic would likely be less fun for most of you if it had less variance in it. That includes me. The thing that makes this game fun is that you can win in a variety of ways. And if your deck has a bad matchup or a better opponent, you're not just dead. Thanks for all your content. My aunt passed away and I really needed this. Well, thanks for being here. Hope things get better for you. Hope you're start to feel a bit better. Listen, chat, I get paid to incinerate mythic wildcards, okay? We burn mythic wildcards like it's my job, because, well, it is my job. This is probably just like a Dovin down tick, huh? Just like make a 1/1.
Genius surrounded by lesser minds.
Yikes! Alright, so really need a Cleansing Nova.
I don't doubt my methods. By a good assault.
Yeah, of course they did that, Bez. We have a Russian agent in the White House. Now, I won't be grinding for the top 8. Getting the top 8 of a ladder doesn't represent play skill. It just represents your ability to play lots of Magic. You refuse to hide your views, political or otherwise, as many streamers do avoid so. Yep, I agree. Listen, one of the things I learned very early in life is that by trying to please everyone, you're likely not going to please a lot of people, and you're going to be more annoyed yourself a lot of the time. King Fede, thank you very much for the brand new tier 1 sub. I appreciate that. Thanks for keeping me around. Yes. If I ended up in the top 8, yeah, I'd definitely go. The tournament's an absurd prize pool. You get $8,000 just for walking in the door. Of course I'd go to the tournament if I was qualified. I want to put this in perspective for you folks. I play Magic 40 hours a week plus on stream. I don't think that's enough time for me to make top 8 of the ladder. Think about that. That's how much time you're going to have to log. That's what you're getting in for. If you have in your head that you have the time to grind, that's what you need to be thinking of. Yeah, definitely, Xerg. Ladders don't measure Magic playing ability. They measure how long you're willing to sit in front of your computer. If you only played the best deck for 40 hours a week instead of submitted decks, that's no time? No, probably not. I'd probably have to play all mono red. Yes, I'm telling you, it's your girlfriend or your rank. Pick one. You can't have both. I also think that it's incredibly likely that you're going to see people secretly account sharing, because they probably don't have an efficient way to track that, if I had to venture a guess.
Don't mind if I enjoy this.
Alright, so what am I doing here? I think I just keep this up, because I want to keep them in bay so I can try and ult the Sarkhan. Yeah, maybe I'm supposed to stick Lyra there. I guess she blocks Terramander. Yeah, that's right. You get $7,500. All of the streamers and people that were invited to that tournament get a minimum $7,500. If you show up and don't win a game, you will get $7,500. How many dollars is that in the metric system? Oh, you made my morning. Thank you. I should have played Lyra last turn, probably. Paradise Sal, thank you for the 12 months in a row. I knight thee, defender of the realm. Go forth and protect us from Twitch chat. The Sphinx was good in Narset Cannon. I liked it a lot. I'm gonna ditch Karn here. I'm kind of just looking for a sweeper still. More flying creatures ain't bad either. So let me think about this. You got to Mythic 88 last season when nobody cared. When nobody cared and people were just playing for the funsies of having a number, you had to work to get to 88. Now, suddenly imagine there's 5,000 people who care about their ranking. They have exactly 5 things in their bin. Brutal. Poor Lyra. Yeah, I definitely should have played Lyra the previous turn. This game's running away from us pretty quickly here. I definitely just like Nita. Definitely just need a Cleansing Nova off the top. If I hit Cleansing Nova, we get to parity with me having a good hand, which is great.
Would rather die than lose.
Yeah, I think the folks that said I should have brought in the third Cleansing Nova are probably correct.
The search for the unknown. That's real science.
No, I won't be grinding for anything. I play Magic for fun, and trying to grind into the top 8 sounds super tedious. If they have a counterspell here, we're basically dead at this point, but we'll take a couple of scries and draws at a thing. Is it not worth killing Ral? I don't think so. I guess I was only blocking one thing. Yeah, maybe it is. I don't know. Yeah, you're probably right that it was worth it. I think we're dead regardless, so it doesn't really matter. Yes, correct. It's not just getting to the top 8, right? Stream tomorrow? I'm not sure. I have to check with the boss. I'm running late today. I'm planning to go for like another 8 to 10 hours today. Chat, I want you to understand the meme. We're not boarding out Planeswalkers today. Repeat after me. We are not boarding out Planeswalkers today. Yes, if you're planning to try and top 8 the thing that's coming up, you should clear your calendar and make sure you do nothing but play Magic Arena for the last 24 hours the ladder is live. And then when you hit a bad beat and hit a losing streak and like look back on your life decisions and regret them, remember that I warned you here. This deck needs an immortal, son. God bless you, Twitch chat. I agree. Other streamers are so stingy, keeping their timeouts to themselves. Is Warden Warrant any good? I think so. I've been pretty impressed with that card in other places. Being a streamer is exactly like being a parent. You have to speak slowly and repeat yourself very often.
Let us begin.
Alright, one land, please.
Are you certain of your decision?
Huatli. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. What is this card? I have no idea what the text box on this card is. Bay Cub, thanks for the brand new Prime Sport. I appreciate that. Welcome. You gain life equal to the highest power among creatures you control, make a 3/3, and then doesn't have an ultimate. Man, Planeswalkers. Yeah, I agree with that, Fake Base News. The prize pool that they are offering for this tournament is absurd in a good way. So, like, when I traveled to play, so I was one of the more successful players on the SCG tour, and like my big years playing in those tournaments, like if I made 20 grand in tournament winnings in a calendar year, like that was an absurd year, right? Like there historically speaking has not been a lot of money in tournament Magic. I mean, Wizards of the Coast has always tried to sell the "you could be there too" message. It's what they've sold on the Pro Tour for years, and it's just disingenuous there too. Alright, how badly do I want to lose this spell pierce? Pretty badly? I think the answer is pretty badly. Yeah! Sweet.
This will aid us.
No, the light hasn't changed. I just don't have a front light, and the natural light from my side varies. I need to mount some actual lights in front of me. I agree, Hedayane. The way they're pushing the system towards will make watching Magic a lot more consumable, which ultimately should be the most important part. Well, my opponent's taking 30 seconds here. I'm gonna run to the restroom really quick. I'll be right back. Sorry. Look at that. Didn't even hit the rope yet. Mystic's a little scary. Alright, so probably want to start by plussing here.
You may regret that choice.
Alright, so do I... Huatli doesn't really do much here. Is this thing vigilant? It is. So let's start by attacking. I think I just start with Jaya and like draw 3.
Stand back and walk out with the trash and in with the firebolts.
Thanks, Zedin. Thanks for stopping in today. So this is just like a free attack, or do they have like a lightning strike here? Of course, I wash my hands. It's like lightning strike. Am I getting lightning struck? How does this mythic count compared to Black White Angels? Oh, it's just triggering Chart of Course. That makes sense. Asking the real questions. So, looking for a sweeper again here. Another Warrant Warden's not terrible. Karn plus Jaya is actually pretty good together, because, like, Karn gives you bad cards on average, and, like, Jaya turns bad cards into
Make use of that later.
useful stuff, potentially. Her ultimate just, like, literally doesn't have text, right? You get an emblem with you can cast instant sorcery spells from your graveyard. Interesting. They gave me another Karn. Okay. I think I'm ditching this, and this. Okay, so they could disdainful stroke me here. Hey, Ninja Dave, thank you very much for the brand new tier 1 sub. I really appreciate that. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for keeping me employed. I think I'm just supposed to... So I could play a 5-drop plus hold up Warrant. That's probably not unreasonable. Jam Skarrgan Hellkite here. I'm just going to jam Skarrgan Hellkite. Would not be super surprised to see disdainful stroke happen. Interesting. Okay. 5/5 sounds great. I'm gonna go ahead and attack with this, because if they want to trade these, I'm okay with that. Jace achieved his goal of being Castaway. Lol. Okay, this is bad for me. So they got to kill my thing here. I guess they would have done this when they attacked next turn anyways, but now they get to pressure my planeswalkers, which kind of sucks. Well, I guess I can warrant that next turn, like they're down a dive down. How do you upgrade your subscription? If you're on the desktop webpage and you click the button where you normally subscribe, it should say gift a sub or something like that. There should be options to upgrade in there. Warrant only targets attacking or blocking creatures, so it wasn't currently attacking or blocking when it was getting Dovin down. So they did that before they blocked. They did it during the declare attacker step.
I've perfected the perfect storm.
Yikes, that gave him the fifth card to do that with too. Alright, if they don't have a way to protect this, Jaya Ballard gives us 3 looks at another Cleansing Nova next turn, which would be nice. Wow, they're actually not attacking Jaya. Wild, there's only 2 lands over there. Weird. No respect for the Ballard. Okay, it's a good pickup. I'm actually not discarding anything here, I don't think. Maybe I'm supposed to have been here. Hey, Dudweebs with the $20 tip. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I just want to say your stream is great, and I've enjoyed it for many years, and I hope good things go your way. P.S. This is a new Twitch Prime name. I used to be Knight. Thank you. Thank you for the tip, and hope you're having a good Friday and a good start to your weekend. Stop on my upkeep. We're definitely just digging for another Cleansing Nova at this point, right? And if Jaya lives, we get like a bunch of looks at it next turn. And I think because I'm just looking for another Cleansing Nova, I probably should have been Huatli there. Best of 1 and traditional are the same ladder. MF Morals with the brand new tier 1 sub. Thank you very much and welcome. Thanks for keeping me around. We're supposed to Jaya for mana to cast it. Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. I forgot this card did that, honestly. That is a great catch. Look at that constructive and specific feedback. We should do this, and this is why.
I am proud to have fought.
Dispersal. Rude. The 4-color gate stick they're going to be playing later today is a viewer submitted list, so it will be a little bit different than the one that's on my website. As always, you can find deck lists that will be playing upcoming on the stream on my deck queue on my website.
5,
6. I guess I'll play lands. Probably dead. Teferi at least acts as a distraction for a second. Get to Skarrgan in my upkeep and try and dig for one of our other 2 Novas.
Just want to peek. The weight is killing me.
Nice, Jackal Girl. Yeah, the gate stack's a lot of fun. I like a lot of what it's doing. I think that's good enough to keep. Oh, and then I could have ulted Jaya. Yeah, that's a super correct. Yeah, you're right. I mismanaged my resources a little bit this game for sure. Discovered your channel in the last month, and I got back into it. Magic with Arena after about 6 years. Fellow math nerd that loves hearing your quick and precise responses to various circumstances. Thanks, MF Morals. I appreciate that. Thanks for sticking around and thanks for the support. Glad to have you here. So next turn, I get 2 more draws at a Cleansing Nova, and then actually, I have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I can actually play Jaya plus her draw 3 cards and still cast Nova. Ooh, pretzel. Pretzel got me there for a second. Where's my water? All right, let's take out the trash, Jaya. Yikes! Yikes! All right, well, so much for that one. Am I dead yet? $25 cards, 2 Cleansing Novas. Let's do it. Slow and steady.
Hope we get something good.
Hope we get something good. Alright, so we get 4 shots here, and that's assuming they have no counterspell, right? Like, what are the odds with Ral going and all these cards in their hand? They have no counterspells. Hey, Edge Freak. Thanks for up into the tier 3. I appreciate that. Welcome. Remember, tier 3s get to add a deck to the queue every month, so feel free to submit the form on my site, or if you just like to bump something, you can let me know, and I can be happy to bump it up after the stream. Oh yeah, I also have a treasure, that's true. It was wild to me how many people were saying these people probably got invited and turned down the offer. Like, yeah, let's be honest. Most people would fly across the country and get some exposure and like flip coins competitively for $7,500 to $250,000. Come on now. Like, Nox having a kid on the way is like one of the few reasons to turn down something like that. Hey, Gearheart, thanks for the 2 months. I appreciate it. Welcome back. Oh, I'm probably supposed to tuck Ral here, huh? That was loose. I should have tucked Ral. Should have tucked Ral into bed. I wonder if their hand is like all beacon bolts and removal, huh?
Choose wisely, because the other one's going bye-bye.
Do I speak any other language? Does Python count? Yikes! Alright, I assume we're dead. Does any other cantrip kills us here? Yes, it does? Then yes. I speak C#. Math really is its own language, right? It's funny, people always like to make the joke, a good games opponent, like, oh, you have a degree in math, so like you should be able to do X math problem, when in reality, I always like to tell people that the fact that I have a degree in math, that just means I have a math text. I can read a math textbook. I speak math. That's what my degree gets me. Cobalt by chance? I do not. Let's add the last Lava Coil to this deck. Yeah, put the last Huatli on our guards here. I'm gonna cut these Vanguards. Any jobs other than teaching for a math major? Yeah, lots of math people go into software development or analytics. A lot of, if you have a statistical background, big data is very common for math people. Is anybody else find shuffling cards therapeutic? I didn't realize how much I missed having my shuffling deck to keep my hands busy while, like, we have downtime until I had it again. Love my shuffling deck. Are you wasting your time? Nah, if you enjoy what you're doing, you should keep doing it. Yeah, the people who there's a lot of people who still work in Cobalt. There were when I worked as a business analyst for a year and a half after grad school, and like they had mainframes and worked in Cobalt. It was wild. Just like, get with the times. Have you heard of Linux? It takes forever to upgrade legacy systems like that, though. Large companies are very slow to change, and if something's working, they're not inclined to fix it. You don't fix things that are working if it costs money. Huh. Naya tokens. Interesting. Weird. I wonder how many Bugler hits their deck has. It can't be many, right? Well, that was a fantastic draw. Because Karn means I'm pretty likely to hit my 5th land for this next turn.
I advise choices be made, reveal who are.
Yeah, I remember, so this was, God, grad school, that was a long time ago. So when I was in grad school, I worked as a TA. And one of the TA jobs I had was processing Scantrons that students filled out. And the software for processing the Scantrons would only run on Windows 98. So like, they had a Windows 98 system they kept in-house so they could manage the Scantrons. That was not the right thing. That is not what I wanted to click, but here we are. Could be worse. And like, I finished grad school when I was 21, so it was like 7 years ago. So like 2012, they were using Windows 98 because they had to. So Karn should be at 7 right now, which is a bit of a yikes for us. Yikes. And now they have Dauntless Bodyguard protecting Legion War Boss. Brutal. I am old. I agree. I would love my Hallowed Fountain, thanks. Do I just like Huatli and make a 3/3? I think so. Man, this client lag is brutal. Every time you put Huatli on the stack, the game just locks up for a second here.
History is written by the Come, sing the song of fame.
For those that didn't get the sarcasm across the screen, that was the reading Huatli pause, because my opponent has no idea. They've never seen this card before. Yeah, Magic Read is just like, are you aware there are playable cards in this application? No, Wizards of the Coast did not contact myself or Caleb Word about playing in the Mythic Invitational. Contrary to what not bright people on the internet think, they didn't reach out to us and have us turn it down. Brutal. Poor Huatli. No, of course I wouldn't turn it down. Dear Jeff, do you want a minimum of 8 grand to show up and not have to win any matches of Magic? What kind of idiot would turn that down? Come on now. Unless you have some kind of major life event coming up like Nox, like anybody would take that. Come on now. Nox has a kid coming around the time, which is like having a kid coming or getting married, like that's been scheduled. Those are like two of the only reasonable things I could think of that would be like come close. There are a bunch of sweepers in my deck, chat. Calm down. Calm down. We put the sweepers in my deck to draw them, okay? And they're keeping two of their things here. Their bodyguards are real good. Taking the entire month off from producing content to try and top 8 the ladder system sounds miserable and won't be something I'm doing. All right, so they're attacking this they're actually attacking it for 7, and then I'm gonna go ahead and warrant the token, and then Karn's gonna down tick, grab the Cleansing Nova, and clear them. Why can't you get to the top 8 by doing content? Because I don't have enough time to do donation decks and still do that. Plus, I'd have to stream even more than I do now.
What was lost is now reached.
Ladder systems and getting to the top 8. Yeah, exactly. You could tell me you were gonna spend 36 hours hitting tennis balls at me and I'd probably do it for 8K, right? And like, remember, 8K's the floor, right? Like, Magic has an absurd amount of variance in it. Like, these players who have very little tournament background, who are like medium Magic players, have a very reasonable chance of beating these MPL players because of variance, right? Like, I could show up and beat LSV and PV, and they're much better Magic players than I am, right? Yes, it's 8K plus exposure. You can call me father. Thank you for the brand new Prime Sport. I appreciate that. Welcome, welcome. Ilmarian, still battling with a shovel instead of a sword. Hoping to get mine soon. Thanks for the support. Welcome back. Yeah, plus a PAX badge. Like, that invite's worth like 5 figures to everybody at a minimum. So, like, here's the thing that I hate. Like, when people come in here, Lancaster, thank you for the destroy. They're like, you gotta get over it. I don't care, chat. We're talking about things that people are bringing up. I'm not upset by it. I'm just talking about things and talking about the realities of what it is. Like, the reality of what it is it's worth a significant amount of money to those folks. The tennis analogy is good. I agree. I agree. It's a lot of deck submissions. Yeah, this is people also take the fact that like I have a strong voice to mean I'm upset about things because they've never heard someone like have a voice that is projected apparently. No, it's money on top of that. Don't boycott Arena. Arena is great. Listen, if you're gonna boycott Arena every time Wizards of the Coast makes a silly decision, you're never gonna play Magic. Just stop it. Arena's a great game. Magic is fun. Spend your money and time playing things that you enjoy, okay? Just if you try and boycott every time WotC steps in it, you just need to stop playing Magic. Because guess what? They stepped in it, and they're gonna step in it again and again and again, and it's okay. It's okay. I think I mulligan this. Maybe it's a keep. Jace makes a 2/2. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it. You're scared about paper Magic? Here's my not so hot take on paper Magic that I've said before. Competitive paper Magic does not have a bright future. Paper Magic in general, though, is never going anywhere. Casual paper Magic has been the driving force behind Magic the Gathering for 25 years. And that's not going to change. Magic has succeeded for as long as it has, not because of the competitive aspect, but because it's a great social game for a lot of people. Arenas makes the competitive aspect much more reasonable. It removes cheating, it makes it faster, it makes it more appealing as a spectator. Like, there's so many good things about Arena for competitive. Alright, they missed a land drop, that's good for me.
I've got them all figured out. Oh, look at that. It's so sad to watch you fight yourself.
I really wish I could talk to my opponents. If you use it just to beat your account, nah. I actually really like 2-deck standard that they're trying out. So the logic that they use to say why 2-deck standard is good for coverage is the same logic we've been using for years to say why limited sucks for coverage. Limited is not popular in terms of Magic coverage because most people watch Magic coverage in order to be able to take what they're watching and bring it back and play with what they're watching on the TV. And limited is hard to replicate at home. Standard with sideboards is hard to replicate at home for a similar reason because you can't just pick the deck up and go, you have to have added extra knowledge. And while I do think that added extra knowledge is valuable from a strategical standpoint, it definitely hurts coverage, and coverage should matter. Coverage is important for things like Magic to grow in the esports world, to bring more people into the game. I'm leading on Lyra here rather than a Planeswalker because there's a good chance they have a Conclave Tribunal. So I'd like to start with this if they want to do that. We're just gonna get Huatli going here. Who doesn't love a train of 3/3s?
Oh, you should feast on their flesh.
Are you certain of your decision?
Yes, esports is 100% a marketing tool. If you don't believe me that esports is a marketing tool, stop and think for a second why Tempo Storm signed me and Caleb Durward and Nerd Girl and not like random players from the MPL, right? Like, they're an esports organization and they signed on with people who have Twitch presences, right? Not necessarily the best Magic players in the world. And none of us are terrible Magic players, right? But we're definitely not the caliber of people that you're gonna find like in the MPL, right? But we're all good and reasonable entertainers on top of being okay at Magic. Let's play one more with the Super Friends here. It's actually been very reasonable. Just the old Jeskai control with the smorgasbord of win conditions, basically. Yeah, Tempo Storm is basically a stream team. It seems to be pretty true. I'm gonna finish. We got you, Sloth. The sideboards were super important for balance. You can balance things in different ways. It's possible to balance things in for multiple things. For a long time, we've been designing Magic cards for lots of different formats. Balancing cards in development for best of 3 without sideboards is no different than balancing things for EDH or limited or other things of that nature. A stream team, as in they employ a lot of streamers. Here's the dirty secret to Magic the Gathering and being successful playing Magic. You don't have to be good at Magic to be successful. You just have to be less bad than the other person you're playing against and a little bit lucky. I have no idea what Huatli's going to do or what they plan to do. It's their business and they can do whatever they want. It's their party and they can invite whoever they'd like to be there. Huatli just being a string of 3/3s has been pretty sweet so far.
Cheer for you. Come, sing the song of fame.
Alright, they're attacking me. I assume to trigger this. So, you'll note that I blocked their creature as opposed to blocking their token there. That's actually important because my opponent's deck likely plays Judith, and Judith specifically only triggers when creatures die, but not creature tokens. So it was a conscious decision to kill the actual creature as opposed to the token there for me. So I can actually play Sarkhan plus Sarkhan, play Hellkite here.
Do you? I summon you.
I shocked before clicking Karn up because I was moving quickly and didn't think about it. We did click the right ability on Sarkhan. I'm not always okay with that. All right, we're super done here, right, opponent? What are we doing with ourselves?
Yes.
Magic is like running away from a bear. You just have to be less slow than your friend. It is true. Crazy Duck with the big 5-0 tip. Let's get some Blue Black Pirates on stream. Thanks for all you do. Watsy was wrong. Thank you for the support. I appreciate it. And yeah, we'll get let's get Blue Black Pirates up next. Remember, if you hate waiting, hate your money, and love me for a $50+ tip, you can always cut your deck in line. I think I just passed the turn here, right? Maybe I'm supposed to attack with both of these. I could just shoot these down. Yeah, I'm probably supposed to shoot these and just attack them. It probably doesn't matter, like, all roads are heading in the direction of Rome here at the moment. If you love me and love your money, you should probably just wait in line.
Bolus told me I should do this.
Do I play any video games in my spare time? Would you believe I play Magic Arena? Would you believe that sometimes I'm off stream and I just go, man, I really just need to play a couple more games with that deck? Just like, yeah. I took 2 days off last weekend and definitely played like 3 matches between Saturday and Sunday. I was just like, let's just take a little hit, just a small bump, you know? Well, I appreciate the Bezo bucks. Those turn into real dollars for me and they pay my mortgage. I think I'm cutting Cleansing over here because it's a little bit slow. Another Huatli, Ral, or Jaya. Probably another Huatli, honestly. The fact that she makes 3/3s is like really pretty good. I only play Unborn Ego decks off stream. You got me. Always proud to be a member of Hooglandia. Maximum, thank you for the 7-month resub. I appreciate that. Welcome. Thanks for coming back. Juiced. Thank you for the brand new Prime support. Hope you're doing well. Happy Friday. Having a good start to your weekend, I hope. I'm gonna keep this in the draw with the Scry. Yikes. How much longer with this deck? We're actually just about to be wrapping up here. We'll see how long this takes. If this match goes another 10 minutes or so, we'll probably be done. If we finish quickly, I'll probably play one more. Yes, it is Mox Tangerine. When the Warhammer CCG comes to Steam, I'll probably stream a little bit of it. I streamed a little bit of their mobile client in the past, and it's just like awkward to stream a mobile game. On to game 3 on the play. Warhammer Age of Sigmar Champions. It is a physical TCG. It's fantasy. It's a physical trading card game that also has a digital version on Android and iOS that's coming to Steam soon. And the slick thing about it is if you buy a card in physical, you can scan it into the app and get the same card in digital, which is great. I do not play any tabletop Warhammer. I mostly just play the Warhammer card game because I can play it on my cell phone. Actually, I think I actually have more Warhammer cards than Paper Magic cards at this point, just because I usually buy paper cards to scan them into the app. Every card has a unique code on it. Like, each individual card has a unique code that scans in. Yes, the first hand was a good example of needing to draw lands and spells.
You will feel the lick of my flames.
I don't think I want to discard anything here, so I'm just gonna like plus this for no value.
The skies.
I think I have a command. That's the website for the thing. Yikes, poor Sarkhan. Poor Sarkhan. Let's see if that stop got there in time. It did.
I have failed you.
The shuffling deck is technically legacy legal, I suppose. It's technically legacy legal. Yeah, they said the mobile client for Warhammer will be compatible with Steam, so you'll link your accounts and have all your cards on mobile and on Steam. The game itself is really good. The game itself released in August of last year, so you've been able to play it for a while. In fact, it's free to play if you want to try it on Steam or iOS. The gameplay is very unique. Unlike a lot of games like even Artifact and Hearthstone, where you can draw a lot of parallels to Magic, the gameplay in Warhammer is like super unique in terms of how the games play out and the mechanics work. Thoughts on Gwent? I actually never played Gwent, and based on user feedback from it, I probably dodged a bullet there. Alright, one more Clarion, please. Ooh, that's probably better than Clarion, actually. Okay, so they need to trigger Spectacle here. The code has already been used. Is it risky to buy cards? So, like, you should only buy... so, like, one of my sponsors, Cool Stuff Inc., they actually sell paper Warhammer cards, and they have them listed whether or not they're claimed or unclaimed. And if you buy a card from an individual, you can scan it before you get it from them to see if it's been claimed or not. And if they have claimed it, they can unclaim it before they trade it to you, which is slick. It's really good software. The game is very reasonable. The software behind it is A+. So that's my treadmill game, I call it. When I go to the gym and like walk on the treadmill for an hour and a half, I sit there and play Warhammer on my tablet. And the technology is A+. But what if they just claim it? Well, you have to trust people. I don't know what you want me to tell you. The software has a way for you to not trust people. No, you have to trust people. So only buy cards from people you trust. Yeah, Eternal's like Fisher Price magic. I really don't see the appeal. Eternal is like if someone asked themselves the question, what if we took magic and cut a bunch of the interesting things from it to make the game play quickly? Listen, chat. You can always know that I'm gonna be honest with you, okay? I am many things, but I am not a liar. Never gonna find anything but honesty here. Alright, well, we just had them dead in 2 turns in the air here, so let's just do that. Yeah, Hellkite was very impressive here. Look at that, almost, look at that, bronze 1, baby! We move it up in the world! We move it up in the world! Almost, should I put my rank in my stream title? I'm told I will get more viewers if I put my rank in my stream title, chat. Alright, Jeskai House Party. The deck was a hoot. I had a lot of fun playing it. This is basically just like weird Jeskai control, right? Or maybe it was like closer to Jeskai mid-range more than anything, but basically just kind of Jeskai with wacky win conditions. And this card's been really impressive to me. I feel like this card's a sweet split card where like some games it's a board control cards, and then other games it comes into play with haste and like does basically a Vraska's Contempt impersonation, like kills planeswalkers, right? At any rate, we're going to be moving along here. If you're new to the stream,